everyone, welcome back to another video in the Working Adult Diaries series. This is basically just me showcasing my life as a new working adult because I recently got a job as an art teacher at a private school nearby. So this episode, it's going to be a little bit like just me going through work, life. Won't be filming at work because probably not the best idea, but you get what I mean, just dealing with life as a new working adult. And yeah, today is Sunday, July 7th, I want to say. So it's just a chill day for me. I gotta figure out what to do, make sure and stuff like that. But the first thing I plan to do is declutter my closet. So this is my closet at the moment. Yeah, there's a lot of crap in here, and I gotta figure out what to do with all of that. It's just accumulating stuff from the past years of being in college, but now that I'm no longer in college, I felt like I should declutter my stuff. And yeah, my mom wants me to throw away my art stuff, but I'm like, I can't do that. I need that for a portfolio. I might need that. And I feel like the program I want to get into at the teaching art degree, master's degree, is something that requires a portfolio, and I'm not so sure I want to throw away my old stuff, because what if I want to take a picture of it and just submit it for a portfolio? So yeah, I'll get to decluttering this right away. Okay, I did most of the decluttering. I feel like I'm probably gonna do some more when I convert this closet into something that's more suited to my current needs, which is cosplay stuff. So yeah, I think it looks a lot better than before. Before it was just so much crap in here. There's still so much crap in here, but it's a lot more organized. Alright, it's somewhat past 12, so yeah, I spent the good chunk of the morning clearing out my closet, and probably have a lot more to do when I revamp my closet for more cosplay stuff. Cause yeah, I gotta figure out what to do with that. Anyway, I gotta figure out what cosplay content I'm gonna do for Instagram today. And yeah, I'll link my cosplay account or say the handle in the description below. So yeah, see you in a bit. Alright guys, it's now 3 o'clock. I did some showering, did a cosplay thing for my cosplay Instagram, and I changed into this fit for today. It's literally I'm just going for a cutesy vibe, preppy vibe, prep school. And yeah, we're throwing a little family gathering for my stepfather's 56th birthday in a couple hours, so that's why I changed into this fit. I'm not so sure I can actually vlog the event because, some people don't want to be filmed. And that's totally fine. I'll just tell you about it later. If I do end up filming, I'll put it right after this clip. Otherwise, I'll see you after the event. Okay, yeah, so I just got back from work, and it's now close to 6 because my work is 15 minutes away, and my shift ended a little later because there was still one kid, and I had to help clean up alongside her because she was the last one to leave. And yeah, the party for my stepdad went well. Today's his actual birthday, and it went well. I just had to go to bed early because it was getting late, and they were there a lot longer than I thought they would be. So I just had to turn in early for the night so I could get up for the morning. So yeah, filmed a TikTok reel. Why do I keep saying TikTok? Reel on my cosplay Instagram about Hermione Granger, how much I relate to her and all that stuff. Yeah, go check it out if you want to. Of course, I'd appreciate it. So yeah, I better decompress for a bit because look at me. I'm sweating. It's a fucking heat wave out there. I hate it. Okay, guys, it's now 7:15. I've had time to cool off. I've had time to eat. And I'm ready to talk about my day. So last week, I started my job as an assistant and art teacher at a relatively new private school in the area. It's been set up in like the past couple of years since like COVID happened, I want to guess. Because it's like its 4th school year incoming, and they're a year-round school, which I have yet to figure out the ins and outs of how that works, but they're basically in school all year, from July to June of the next year. So yeah. My employer, who told me that she wanted to extend the art program, like expand it, make it more integrated into the kids' lives, like a separate art class. You know how in elementary school, some art teachers would be in their own classroom with their own studio, with their own supplies, and kids would just go to the art studio and they would have art class there? That's what they're planning to do with my work. And that BFA degree I got in college like 2 months ago. That's probably part of the reason why they hired me in the first place. So yeah, they are like trying to expand the art curriculum, make it more integrated into the kids' lives and curriculum, because art's very important to kids. Lots of expressive creativity. Yeah, sure, math is left brain. Math is very important, stuff like that. It's like left brain. I don't know what side I'm talking about, but we'll just roll with it. And then the arts, like music, theater, fine art, it's like right brain. It explores their creativity. I'm not a psychologist or a brain expert or anything, but that's what I've heard. And I feel like kids should really nurture both parts of their brain to become well-rounded individuals. So since my employer is on vacation until this Friday, which is like the end of the work week, I really can't do much about the art curriculum stuff, and I have to like talk with her about it. But I'm under the impression that I'm gonna be like working together with her, because from what I've heard, she's not knowledgeable about the arts and how to teach it to kids. To be fair, I have some experience teaching art, but not much. But I do have background in art because that's what I studied in college. And I've been doing art for like a good chunk of my life. Seriously, you know what I mean? Like, and I feel like she would probably let me take the reins on like creating the curriculum and trying to like figure out how it could enhance the other kids' learning in other subjects. Like this last week, I was like looking in the portal on my workplace, like the portal, when you log in, you see the kids' lesson plans and their attendance and all your stuff about your job or whatever. But I looked onto their curriculum for that week and I learned that they were studying patterns in math. So I wanted to like figure out how to like incorporate that into art. And I showed them a bit of Yayoi Kusama's artwork. She's a lady that does like polka dot artwork. She's known for that. She's Japanese. And I want to show it to her because I explained to them that a pattern is a series of repeated motifs, you know what I mean? Like repeated circles, like how like in math, patterns like circle, square, triangle, circle, square, triangle. I don't know how well I'm explaining this, but you get what I mean. So right now I'm basically just being put in classrooms where kids need my help, where they need the most help. Because you have to have a certain ratio of students to one teacher, like 10 students to one teacher. If you have 11 students and one teacher, you need like another teacher in there because 11 is too many, 10 is fine. You know what I mean? Like, so today I was mainly put in the 3 to 4-year-old classroom, and and it was fine for the most part. The kids were great. You know, 3-year-olds are great. I love like the preschool age as well as like elementary age. I wouldn't go any higher than like 5th or 6th grade because I don't want to deal with those teenagers. And I look like I'm 16, so they're not gonna take me seriously, honestly. You know what I mean? So they put me in the 3 to 4-year-old class, and it was really great just getting to see them learn, be excited about learning, which is really what I want my impact to be as an art teacher. So yeah, this week's theme in the 3 to 4-year-olds class is under the sea. Like sea animals, sea creatures, like turtles, sea turtles, sharks, jellyfish, and all that good stuff. So yeah, it was really fun getting them excited. And then I also had to cover for the school age teacher. I think this school that I work at goes up to like second grade. So I had to cover through the K through grade 2 class in like the third floor, upstairs, top floor, and it was fine. Then I went back to the 3 to 4s class for nap time because the other teacher was going on break. I told you about the ratios, so they have to have like one teacher, at least one teacher in the room at all times, because you never know what kids are gonna do. What if they get hurt and I'm not there? Not under my watch. So towards like the end of the day, which is like 4:15, the school closes around 5:30. I actually got sent back up to the K through 2 class so I could like cover for the other teacher who was leaving for the day. Like I said, there has to be one teacher in every classroom, at least one. And then there's also ratios. I'm not so sure I explained that well, but you know what I mean? So I basically just like watched them play. They normally go outside, but since we're in the middle of a heat wave right now, like heat advisory going off, like, oh my god, it's so bad outside. Literally walked my butt home from work, and I was like drenched in sweat, and that's a 10-minute walk. I wasn't even running, mind you. Anyway, so we usually take them outside, but since it's too hot and there's a heat advisory and I wanted to faint out of heat exhaustion or whatever, I just kept them inside just for their own safety. And yeah, they were just playing nicely, and they were just very nice and very pleasurable to talk to. They're very nice kids. I love them. And yeah. And then you know, they were like really excited to see me. And because when I came up there again, they were like, "Yay, it's my name, Miss Frankie." Yeah, it was I really like working with kids because I like their enthusiasm for learning, like that age group, like pre-K to 6th grade. Not so sure about 6th grade, I don't have experience, but we shall see. So I also am working on myself because remember my boyfriend that was in the graduation vlog I did? Yeah, we broke up. I don't want to get into details, it's not for you guys to know. But basically it just didn't work out. So I felt like I decided to work on myself a little bit more and focus on my health and my physical activities. So I've been taking up working out 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Today's Monday, so I gotta work out on Monday. So yeah, I'm just trying to commit to it because physical activity is very important. I want to keep my health in check. And also my cholesterol is very high, so I want to keep that down and get active because my older brother, Eric, he told me that it really helps to be physically fit. And then you see my mom, who's pushing 60. She looks amazing for her age, and she is fit for her age. And I'm like, dang, I want to be like that when I'm 60. That's gonna be great. And yeah, you do not want to mess with her. So I'm gonna wait for my food to digest a little bit more, and then I'll start working out. Okay, so my cousin pawned off a lot of her old clothes. So this is one of the tops she gave me recently. She just gave me a whole giant bag of clothes she wanted to give away to me. And I feel like that's been very helpful with like setting up my work wardrobe and getting some more workout clothes because I've been trying to invest in more of myself and also my professional life because this is my first full-time job. So yeah, I gotta stop yapping and start working out. Okay, I literally just did like a really intense run on the treadmill. Oh my gosh, you can see how sweaty I am. Like look at this. I feel so gross. And now I am in dire need of a shower. So it's really hot. And I better get my butt home because look, it's literally like late outside. It's about to get dark, so yeah. Okay, so it's about like 9:45 p.m. and I gotta get my butt to bed soon. So yeah, I did a bit of reading of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. It's still like gripping, and the more I read it, the more entangled and invested I get into it. So I think it's a pretty genius idea of a book. I think it's really gripping. Yeah. So yeah, I highly recommend that book to anyone who wants to read like a good murder mystery thing, thriller. I'm not a book tuck in case you can't tell, but I'm trying to get back into reading, which is great. I used to read a lot when I was a kid. Now I don't as much as I would like. So I'm just trying to get back into it. So yeah, better get wind down for the day and like just chill. See you tomorrow. Today was exhausting. I literally had my break early at work. The earliest I've ever had my break thus far, around like 10 to 11. And I just filled up on a second cup of coffee and then I just like powered through the rest of the day. It was fine. Had to cover for someone else to go on break. So that person go on break so I could like cover for the 1 to 2's class. It was just nap time and the kids were just sleeping through the whole thing, so it was fine. Then I did like a bit of an art lesson thing, a brief thing with the school age kids, and I could like taught them about like line, had them draw with crayons on black construction paper. It was pretty cool, and yeah, the kids really liked the lesson. They thought it was like just the right amount of difficulty, which is a good feedback. I will take that into account. The lesson was about like line and like overlapping and like composition, stuff like that. So yeah, once I got home, I just like just chilled out and then I crashed right before dinner. So then I just woke up and just had my dinner. So yeah, sorry I couldn't vlog any of that. It just, today was exhausting. Hopefully tomorrow will be less exhausting. Good night. Hi everyone, Marina Saf here, and I literally just got back from work about an hour ago. I literally just like was about to walk home, and then a parent drives by, and I'm on the sidewalk, and then he's like, "Hey, Miss Frankie, are you heading this way?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm headed that way. I live like 10 minutes away from walking. It's really hot today. Do you want to ride?" And I said, "Oh yeah, whatever. Let's take a ride." I just accepted the offer because honestly, it's a heat wave right now. Who wants to walk in like 95-degree weather? Nobody wants to walk in that weather. No one. And I was like, okay, this is cool. I'm like, just, it was like a 2-minute drive because it was so much easier with the AC on. And yeah, the dad had one of the kid, his kid in the car. She was like a kid that goes to school in one of the classes that I'm probably going to teach art to. I'm definitely going to teach like art to like the school age kid. She was in the school age kid class. So I was like just telling about how I live nearby the school and how the family also lives quite near me as well. So I'm like, oh my god, we're like neighbors, I was thinking. So then he dropped me off, thanked them for his kindness, and then I literally just dropped off, changing, went to get dinner. I just got kava because I was just so hungry and my mom wasn't cooking anything. I know I live at home with my mom. It's so expensive to live here. So I'm just trying to like figure out how to move out. But anyway, that's something that I have to worry in the future. Can't worry about that now. Anyway, so I was just like chilling and just being like eating my dinner at Kava, and then I walked back, decompressed a bit, and then also like went and changed into my workout clothes, which is what I'm wearing right now. You can only see the top, but yeah. So today was a pretty good day. I was kind of conked out towards the end of it because my break was also early. And the reason why my break has been early these past 2 days is because my work is pretty short-staffed. And I'm like, okay, I gotta cover for other people. That's great. I was kind of conked out. And 2 cups of coffee didn't really help. So I don't want to drink too much caffeine because it might affect my sleep, you know? It's literally about to thunderstorm in like 30 minutes, so I better get my butt to the gym and start working out, and then hopefully I can get home before it starts pouring. Okay, so I just did a quick run on the treadmill, and look, it's raining. See this? Look at this. I don't know if you can see it, but it's literally raining and thundering so hard, and I don't like walking in rain, so I'm just gonna wait here. I think my weather app says it should be done in like 30 minutes. I'll just wait here and cool off till then. I mean, look at this. The weather is so bad, you can even see it's like thundering. Look at this. I don't know if you can hear it, but I just heard a thunder crack like a couple seconds ago. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna turn in for the night. I just zoned out on my phone because I'm just so exhausted and just, yeah, you can tell I need to like rest. Good night. Alright, so I literally just got home and then I had some snack with spaghetti, just chowed down some spaghetti because I was so hungry. My break was also early today and I was like starving by the time I got home. And then I was like talking to my mom about like my experience at my new workplace and my old workplace and how the difference is like between night and day. And yeah, you can obviously tell with the kids at my old workplace, they didn't really respect my authority because I was just part-time. And at my new workplace, the kids actually respect my authority and they don't mess around. And then at my old workplace, they just blatantly disrespect me. I was like telling my mom about this incident where a kid threw something and missed the trash can. He tried to make a basket and I told him to pick it up. And then this kid was like, why don't you pick it up yourself? Yeah. I was pissed. I kept it in because I wanted to keep professional boundaries and be professional. But man, that pissed me off. So while my mom's taking a shower, I'm just watching over the pot that's on the stove. And yeah, it's just gonna be just chilling. We're just making some stew that's with rice. It's pretty much called picadillo. It's like a ground beef dish with potatoes and tomatoes and some garlic and onion. I love it. My mom makes the best picadillo. Changed my mind. So this is literally what I'm watching over. Yeah, I still live with my mom. I know. It's expensive to move out. I get it. Yeah, there should be no shame in like still living with your parents and trying to work your way into the workforce and stuff, which I kind of am, but yeah, at least I can still get to taste home cooking. Hey guys, it's Friday, which means it's the weekend! And I am so happy it's a weekend. I really needed it. Because this week, I'm with my break early and splitting my day unevenly. I just had to like slug through like the last couple hours of the day and it's really tiring, you know? But I'm doing some rewarding things in my work, so I guess it balances out. I'm not mad though. So, my mom has already left for her trip. I don't know if I told you this, but she has to go see my aunts in the Philippines because she's kind of sick at the moment. And my mom is going to visit her and spend some time with her for the next couple weeks. So basically, she's gone for a bit. And then my employer, the one who hired me at this new job, I actually didn't know she was going to come back today because she was like on vacation. I thought she was coming in today, as in her plane lands today from China. And then I was like, oh, hi, how are you? And we kind of like talked about like my job, my experience so far. I really like it so far. And yeah, it was fun. And yeah, my employer was like helping me like do stuff. She wasn't really helping me. She would just told me that she was running late towards the end of the day. So she called my phone and told me she was running late. She had to pick up something from the airport. I think she had to go do something at the airport or something. I don't know. That's what she said. And then she came, and then she said she was running late. School closes at 5:30, and she was running late, like 20 minutes late. So I basically was told that I could leave her kid with one of the other teachers, and my employer said that was fine. For reference, my employer's kid goes to this school, and then it was fine. I literally just went home and just ate dinner, early dinner. I was also able to do some quick art project with the kids in the school age class, and it was great. The kids were kind of like grabbing onto things, like honing their fine motor skills with cutting shapes out, gluing things, and like doing stuff. It was fun. And then we hung up one of their other projects I did where they painted alligators in like mostly geometric shapes. So they painted them, had them finish it today because some kids were a little slower than others. So we basically just hung them up in the hallway, and then they can ooh and ah at the artwork. And the parents can totally do that too. I just love seeing the pride that the kids have when they create something that they're super, super happy with. And it makes me happy that I'm doing my job as a teacher, because all I want is for kids to be excited and to unleash a creative side. You know, I just want kids to learn that they can be creative, learn how to do art, because art is very important, just as important as math, science, all that other core stuff. Because you never know, the next Leonardo da Vinci could be in my classroom. Alright, so I just spent the last hour or so playing this game on my Switch called Spiritfarer. It's pretty much, you know Sharon from the Greek mythology? He's the guy that ferries people to the afterlife. Well, you're technically taking his place. So you have to ferry spirits to the afterlife. It's kind of like a lot of multitasking and a lot of ferrying spirits around until they're ready to go to the afterlife and fulfilling quests. It's really touching. You get attached to the characters and it's really touching, you know? I've been playing this game a while on and off, and I'm not quite done yet. I'm like 3/10 of the way through, like 29%, and I'm like, I really enjoy the game. I feel like I want to max it out as much as I can before I get it done, you know? It's such a touching game. I feel like I'm gonna cry at the end. Okay, so I literally just put my laundry in the washing machine, and yeah, it's going. I'll probably just think of something to do in the meantime before I put it in the dryer. And yeah, I don't know what to say. It's been a long week. I've been trying to figure out how to really make time for everything else I want to do, but we'll see. I'll just figure it out as I go, like I always do. Hi guys, it's literally Saturday. I slept a little earlier while the dryer was working its magic and drying my clothes. So I have all my clothes literally just right there, and I gotta go fold them. So yeah, turning on some Munching Orange, and that's a YouTuber I like watching. He's a Pokemon YouTuber, Pokemon fan here, and yeah, I'll get to it. Alright, now that I got some laundry out of the way, I'm gonna like get rid of some of my clothes, figure out what to give away. So yeah, I'll just turn on something and just do my thing. So I'm watching through Munching Orange play the Pokemon Fire Red, and let's see how long ago this was. 2010. Yeah, I was like listening to the commentary, and I'm like, well, some of this did not age well. He kind of went on a rant about how some people's names are stereotypically black, and I'm like, that did not age well in 2024, especially after the whole Black Lives Matter stuff. But anyway, 2010, whatever. He was probably like 15. Probably didn't know any better. I'm just gonna let it slide, but I'm like, I think he's cool. So Fire Red is basically my first Pokemon game I ever played. So yeah, it's literally like a fun trip down memory lane for me to like watch this game play through. So funny story, my brother, my 26-year-old brother, he actually gave me his Pokemon Fire Red cartridge, and it's just chilling in my DS. I'm gonna find it right now. Like, it's literally right here. And let's see if I can open this with one hand. There we go. This is my DS Lite that I've had since 2009. And look, it's Pokemon Fire Red. I'm not gonna take it out of the slot. And yeah, I still have the cartridge to this day. 15 years later. Summer 2009 as a summer to remember. So yeah, this is literally just walk down memory lane. Yeah, I love Munching Orange's content. He's kind of a chill guy. Okay, so this whole time I had Divergent playing in the background. I cannot tell you how many times I watched this frickin' movie. It's just kind of a guilty pleasure of mine. The world building isn't my favorite, but it's kind of a guilty pleasure because I resonate with the messages. I feel like Veronica Roth was on something back in 2011 when this book was written. Yeah, so I basically just bagged up a bunch of my clothes for donation. Then I gotta figure out where to put these things. It's a work in progress, but I'll figure it out. Alright, it's about 2:30 and I just played some Pokemon and then I got bored of playing Pokemon trying to catch them all. So I opened up Pokemon Home, which is pretty much just a Pokemon storage system on your Switch. You store Pokemon and actually take them from your Pokemon Home storage into your games. I have Pokemon Brilliant Diamond in here. So yeah, I'm just trying to try to transfer them because I feel like it. And a lot of these mons are from my 3DS games. You just connect it to the 3DS version of Pokemon Home, Pokemon Bank, connect it to Home, and then it's a process, but you gotta transfer your Pokemon from the 3DS to the Switch. Yeah, it's really complicated if you don't know Pokemon, but there's a video on that if you're interested. Alright guys, it's now Sunday, and I think I'm gonna end the video here. I know this video was completely all over the place, and I apologize for that. I'm just trying to figure out what works for me, because I'm still kind of new to this, but yeah, I basically just hung out with a friend and just worked out and turned in a little early, so not much to do. So today I'm gonna go with a friend to some lavender farm, and I'm really excited because I don't really get to hang out with her that much. So yeah, guess it's the end of the video. Thank you for watching and for making it this far, and I hope you subscribe, and I'll see you around.